Hello and welcome to another update video about oil. Yeah, for oil, no change to the previous scenario. Actually, we got nicely rejected at this resistance here, and it was completely correct not to get too bullish by this move up. I mentioned it to you in the last video that these rallies also happen in a downtrend, yeah, and you can see the strong rejection we had from our resistance area. We actually, in fact, broke briefly out of the channel, which was nothing that we didn't talk about before. I told you it's absolutely possible in this wave 2 to break above the channel, because if I'm looking at this as a downturn here, yeah, as a C wave, remember the wave count overall is A, B, C, and in this C wave, if I'm measuring the retracements of the wave 1, I mean, we have been rejected from the 50% retracement, which is ideal for a wave 2. Yeah, told you that also the 61.8 would not be unrealistic, and maybe even the 78.6 FIB retracement. But overall, the trend is further down, and you can see that there was no reason to get too bullish. Okay, so the downtrend, in my opinion, is still in play. We've done no higher high. Yeah, this is all still lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows in this downtrend, and I currently think that we've started the third wave. Haven't even changed the count from the last video, so also that turned around when we talked about it in the last video. Had a small 1-2 setup, and now it's following down, probably here in the third wave of a third or something. And what we obviously now need to watch out for, there's a few supports that we need to look at. So first of all, this one was broken. So sometimes you can draw a trend line, and if you see it's broken, then you have an additional confirmation that's actually breaking down. This was of course not a well-defined support line or trend line, but sometimes when you can connect 2 points, sometimes it reacts to it. It didn't even react to that, confirming the overall scenario that we haven't seen the low for oil. Now, next support is down here. This low at 77.50, and then the last low at 75.27. These two, yeah, they are going to be relevant as temporary support, but eventually I would now expect in a third wave to decisively break below $75 and come down in a third wave. Targets for that third wave. Well, the thing is, if it's in a diagonal pattern, we can't really look at the typical extension targets. So possible targets here are, here the 1-to-1 ratio at 64.50 I think would be a very, very likely one to look at. Yeah, 64.50 would be the first one I'm looking at until we have a bit more clarity here of the lower degree count. I'm going to go with that as a possible target for a third wave. Condition, of course, now would be that we stay below the last high, which was here at 88.90. Getting above that level would not necessarily make it bullish. However, then there will be some bullish options, but for now I would also then just count it as a more extended wave 2. Now I just did delete, unfortunately, the count. Let me just bring the count back. There you go. Yeah, I would just view it as a larger wave 2. That's of course still possible. I mean, at the current in the current situation, there's no need to go down directly. I think we are. Price action would suggest that, but of course what I cannot rule out is that we're doing something like this. So a larger A wave, yeah, A wave consists sometimes of 3 waves. We could get a B wave down and a C wave up, a more extended wave 2, because as I just showed you, this wave 2 only reached a 50% retracement, which is perfect, but of course it did by far not max out what a wave 2 could do. So that would be my alternative. But my expectation would be if we break below the wave 1 low, which is here 75.20, then we should be in the third wave. At the moment, we just need to keep that in mind, but there is no reason for me to focus on it at the moment too much. We even broke here below that moving average again. This is the 50-day moving average that was broken here on Friday. So for now, the downtrend is still in play. This is the larger support area for this larger wave 2. If I go back to the daily chart, you can actually see again this 1-2 setup here, and this wave 2 support area or target area that I defined already more than a year ago, I think, is still located between $77 and $42. So it's all going according to plan. And here as well, if I look at the 61.8 FIB level, the golden ratio is also at around $62. So there might be sort of some confluence around that $62, $65 level but I will focus on that for you in the next few videos. So until then, no reason to change anything. We're gonna follow the plan, and I will keep you updated. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.